Jump in the water with them and float. Hold their hand and float with them. That's the best place to start. How do you manage situations where you can't avoid a demand like work or important appointments? Oh, I'd say that more learning needs to be done about PDA with this question. How do I manage situations when I can't, but I still have to? There's no managing. I can't. That's the whole premise of PDA. People don't show up and say, I can't do this thing, therefore I won't. I can't do this thing, but it's important, so I will. That's not can't. That's won't. And there's a huge difference here. PDA is can't. I have been faced with having hundreds of people register for live presentations I'm doing, and half an hour before I have to send out an email and say, I'm so sorry, I can't do it. If having hundreds of people waiting for me to show up to do a presentation that they've paid for, and I'm 30 minutes out, isn't something to get you cracking, I don't know what is. And then I've seen the aftermath of that. I've seen comment sections where people are commenting on it. Oh, she's unreliable. Or she doesn't show up. I paid for a masterclass and this person sent me the recording and I couldn't forgive them. They actually used the word forgive. I couldn't forgive them. When I see things like that, I wonder why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I feel like no one's listening, no one's getting it. I don't need anybody's forgiveness. This isn't conscious, it's not intentional. Saying that I can't be forgiven for not being able to show up is saying that I've done something willfully to harm people. It's never, ever that way. When I can't show up for something, I don't just go off and have a grand old time. Oh, what a relief. Now I can go and watch Netflix and eat chocolate. It's not that. I carry shame and guilt and fear and panic because there's always an aftermath. There's always a cost. And as much as people are learning more and more about PDA, the majority of people do not understand it, do not believe it. They think they do, but they don't, because when people show up and ask questions like this, how do you manage situations where you can't avoid a demand like work or important appointments? You can't avoid a demand? I'm wired for avoiding demands, and it's not a flex. It's not cool or funny. I see people showing up on social media and making jokes about it like, oh, you said I have to do this thing, and no, I'm not going to do it. And yeah, we need humor, but also, that has an impact. It's not a flex. It's with you for life. And people think that you require their forgiveness.